I laugh at the preachers who think that I got where I got just goofing. While they was golfing, I was studying. While they was shooting hoops, I was praying. While they was playing games and sitting up and eating and joking in the restaurant, I was studying. You can't get out of something that you're not willing to put into it. You have to put your everything, your mind, your energy, your effort, your discipline, your tenacity. Nothing is going to jump out the fire if you don't throw something in there. It's not going to happen. Your lack of commitment. Listen, number one, your first commitment is to God. The God who gave you life, who blew breath into you, has a right to expect a return on his investment above all others. He gave you life. Mama bought you shoes, daddy got you a bicycle, God gave you life. You owe him a level of commitment. You owe him a level of commitment beyond all others. Your God is approached in your spirit, not in your flesh. Your dancing and your jumping and your hooping and your hollering and your clapping does not mean you're committed to God. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. When your insides are given to God, when your heart is given to God, with my whole heart, Lord, will I follow thee. It's not my hands, my feet, my heart, my spirit, my innermost being is committed to God. I will not face a giant without you. I will not make a major decision without prayer. I will not bring somebody into my life just because they please me. I'll submit myself, my destiny, my future over to you. You are my foundation. You are my rock. You are my fortress. You are my strength. You are my defense. Without you, I can do nothing. You are the substratum of every dream I have ever dreamed in my life, and I will take no promotion you don't want me to have, and I will accept no friend you don't want me to have. You're my rock. Your first commitment is to God. Your second commitment is to family. Your second commitment is to family. And it's a very important commitment. It's a very important commitment. You better be committed or you ain't gonna make it. If you can only love me when you like me, we ain't gonna make it. Because sooner or later, I'm gonna pluck your last nerve. And then say, how you like me now? It's to your family. Crazy as they are. If you're not committed, you're not gonna make it. Even the ones with the personalities you don't like. You have to be committed. Through the storm and the rain and the heartache and the pain and the disappointment, you have to believe in the we and the us and not the me and the you, or you're not gonna make it. It's a commitment. It's not a feeling. You gotta come home when you're in love, and you gotta come home when you're not in love, or you're not gonna make it. And stay there till the love comes back. It's a commitment. Y'all don't want to hear real truth. You want to hear fairy tale Hollywood shake and bake stuff, but in reality, it's a commitment. You're my son in my house. You're my son when you took the money. You're my son in the hog pen. You're my son in the whorehouse. You're my son on the road back home. If you die, you're my son. If you're in jail, you're my son. It's a commitment. And if you're not going to be committed, you don't need no kids. You're my son on crack. You're my son in prison. If you can't eat the ribs, come on, get some potato salad. Mama cooked you something. You're still my son, even when your decisions are not the ones that I would have wanted you to make. It's a commitment. It's a commitment. It's a commitment. Commitments don't have nothing to do with your feelings. You do it because you're supposed to. And stop expecting to be rewarded for what you're supposed to do anyway. Stop bragging about how you brought your money home. You were supposed to. Stop bragging about how you took care of me. You're supposed to take care of me. It's a commitment. This ain't a date. This is a commitment. We have passed the stage of dating. We made a commitment. That's why they said for better or for worse, for richer or for poor, in sickness and in health. The preacher knew that at least one of us was going to be crazy. He was warning you from the beginning. It's a commitment. You picked out that crazy man. You chose that crazy woman. Shut up. Didn't nobody put her on you. You wouldn't rest till you got her. Now shut up. You wouldn't listen at nobody. Everybody tried to tell you. People tried to warn you. No, no, no. I just got to have him. Well, now you got him. Shut up. It's a commitment. I change your diapers because I'm supposed to. You threw up on me. You're supposed to throw up on me. It didn't do you no favor. That's my job, to clean up your vomit and everything else that comes out of you when you're a child. So then when I turn around and get old, don't you throw me away and not come visit me and take care of me. It's reciprocity. If I wiped your hind end, you ought to be No, ain't nobody teaching this stuff. Somebody has got to arrest this crazy generation that wants to take everything and give back nothing. Yeah, is Bishop preaching? Because it's all about what I can get and nothing about what I can give. And if I think I'm not going to get what I expect to get, I won't even show up because I have a gimme mentality. I never came to give. Oh, I lost y'all on that. I lost the whole house on that. Because you consider with great contemplation where you can go to be fed, that's good. But where's the reciprocity? What do you give for all that you got? Any relationship that does not have reciprocity will not last. If I'm always the one giving and always the one sacrificing, always the one pushing myself over the limit to be there for you, and I don't see that in return, eventually my patience will wither, my hope will die, and I will give up. I told you I was going to meet you at the picnic. I came to the picnic after being in New York, speaking at TBN on Thursday, speaking in New Jersey on Friday. The only way for me to get back in time for the picnic was to fly through the night. I got in the house around 2. I laid down around 3:30. I fell asleep about 5:30, and I got up and went to the picnic. Isn't it funny how people will hop planes and drive miles to get to people who won't come across the street to get to them? How long can you maintain any relationship without reciprocity? Why put on a good program for people who don't come? Why should the choir get here at 5 in the morning, at 6 in the morning, and set up the sound for people who are coming in at 10:30? Why is it that some of our best givers never give, and our best singers never sing, our best workers will not work, and some of our greatest people are sitting out there always sucking it up? And find no area of service out of 150 ministries, not one of them fits you. Any relationship that has no real reciprocity will die. Strong people will keep giving to you a long time. Eventually, when they don't see it coming back in similar capacity, they will eventually become convinced that the investment does not warrant a return. I tell you before you lose again, if you don't learn to give like you learn to get, every area that there is not reciprocity, it will die. If I had time, I'd take you all through the ecological system. It's ecological, it's science, it's everything. Anything that takes more than it gives will eventually destroy the soil. I would show you how God commanded the farmer to let the ground rest, because you have to put something back in something that you're taking something out of. See, somebody has never taught you how to give. They teach you how to take. Are you demanding more of your God or of your family than you give? Because any area that you expect more than you invest, you will live in a perpetual state of disappointment. You walked in here, the building was up, the lights was on, the sound system was in. Many of you missed the blood and sweat and tears that built this ministry. You walked in here when the work was over, you have no appreciation for the investment in it, and you don't understand sacrifice because you're reaping where you have not sown. You're committed to God. Number two, you're committed to your family. We're gonna get through this. That should be the language you approach your family with. We will get through this. We may have to bunk up. We may have to move in together. We may have to put our backs up against each other. We may have to both get part-time jobs. We may have to come out sideways, but we will get through this. When you get me, you get help. If I walk in the room, help came in the room. I'm gonna add something to you. I'm gonna add something to you. I'm gonna add something to you. I will not take something from you unless I add something to you. I will be an asset and not a liability. If I stay in your house, you're gonna miss me when I leave. I'm gonna add something to you. I'm not gonna take something from you. The only number that doesn't add to the sum total of the equation is a zero. What do people get when they get you? If you can describe it, define it, and deliver on it, you'll never be without. Everybody wants an asset. Liabilities get left behind. Commitment to your dream. You cannot get people to believe in your dream until you believe in it yourself. Stop asking people to invest in things where you have no investment. Stop asking people to deliver something to you where you're not willing to go to the wire for yourself. Nobody's gonna put into your dream before you put in. You have to invest in what you dream for. A golf club is just a golf club. You can pay $500 or $5,000 for it. It's just a golf club until you put it into the hands of Tiger Woods. When you put it into the hands of Tiger Woods, the value shoots up. It's the same set of clubs. All you added was commitment. When you get it in the hands of somebody who is committed to a dream, who's been working when they was 5 and swinging when they were 6 and swinging when they were 9 and swinging when they were 12. Oh yes, you're going to get a great return because there is a great investment. Do you have anything that you're dreaming that you're willing to be committed to enough to see it happen?
Life is essentially suffering, and I believe that to be a fundamental truth, but perhaps not the most fundamental truth.
As they look at the future, as they look at themselves, these people have decided there's a way.
See, it's all risky. Getting married is risky. Going into business is risky. It's all risky.
I have a habit of dreaming with my eyes open. I get very inspired by the things I see.
How are you gonna feel, man, when you accomplish this goal coming from that?
Facing your fears. It takes discipline to face your fears so you can conquer them.
Welcome back, doers, to another video. I know that everyone is going through hard times, and that's why I made this video with love, just for you, so we can keep all striving for what's better. I want you to focus on the speeches that are provided in here and take notes with me. So don't forget to bring your notebook, your coffee, and let's get started. Enjoy.
I don't care who you are, how much more money you have, how much more you are statistically compared to me. I am not afraid of your rejection. I am not afraid of your no. I am not afraid of you turning me down.
You know what depression is? Depression is when you finally give up hope that it will ever be any different than it is right now.
God has it all planned out. He's doing things you can't see. There are good breaks coming, healing, favor, the right people. They're already on your schedule.
I grew up rooted in fear. That was all I knew. And so it took me a long time to trust, and it took me a long time to learn how to believe that good things would happen to me.
We live in a world today that if it bleeds, it reads. And so we like people that are successful, but man, we really, for some reason, are drawn to the fall. All eyes watching. How's that person going to respond in that valley?
A righteous person may fall 7 times, but he gets back up. That's resilience.
Everything that I've gone through. Some things happen to you, some things happen for you. I'm saying to you, keep the faith.
The perspective of life, that perspective of life right there, that is the value that we lose. When things start to come so easy in life.
Well, let me tell you something. If you can get through that crisis and lead through that crisis and help people get through that crisis, you're going to gain respect.
When I start creating what I want next, I don't bring all my old patterns and all my old mistakes and all the personality types that I attract that create drama for me. How do I create something new?
What kind of person will I have to become to get all I want? The answer to this will give you some personal development goals.
I find it useful to contemplate the highest good on a continual basis. I'm trying to keep myself oriented in that direction. It's a religious orientation, fundamentally.
Welcome back everyone. I hope you liked the video and it was worth your time. I want to develop more in this video the idea that says the power of scheduling and how to be more effective. Why we all need to maintain routine by making a schedule to be more psychological stable. So in today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the demands of our daily lives. We often find ourselves struggling to stay on the top of our work, our relationships and our personal goals. However, one powerful tool that can help us to be more effective is scheduling. By creating a schedule, we can prioritize our time, increase our productivity, and achieve our goals more efficiently. The first step to create an effective schedule is to identify your priorities. What are the most important tasks that you need to complete? What are your long-term goals? By identifying your priorities, you can create a schedule that is aligned with your goals and values. The next step is to break down your tasks into smaller, manageable ones. This will make it easier for you to stay focused and productive throughout the day. Set aside a specific blocks of time for each task, and make sure to build in breaks to avoid burnout. Another important aspect of scheduling is to be realistic. Don't overcommit yourself or try to tackle too many tasks at once. Be honest with yourself about what you can accomplish in a given amount of time. By setting realistic goals and expectations, you can avoid feeling overwhelmed and stay motivated. Consistency is also key when it comes to scheduling. Make sure to stick to your schedule as much as possible, even when things get busy or unexpected events arise. By developing a constant routine, you can train your brain to be more efficient and effective. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your successes along the way. By acknowledging your accomplishments, you can stay motivated and build momentum towards your goals. Remember that scheduling is a tool to help you achieve your goals, not a burden to weight you down. In conclusion, scheduling is a powerful tool that can help us to be more effective in all areas of our lives. By identifying our priorities, breaking down our tasks, being realistic, and developing consistency, we can increase our productivity and achieve our goals more efficiently. So let us embrace the power of scheduling, knowing that with dedication and focus, we can be more effective and achieve greater levels of success and fulfillment in life. And also from a personal experience, I want to tell you that the best thing that happened to me when I had a lot of things to control at once and a lot of tasks to do is knowing the fact that maintaining routine by making schedule is something so important to keep you out of the stress and the overthinking of how can I manage all this, how can I do this. The key is to make a schedule, and by making schedule, of course, you need to be realistic, and with that you need to maintain the routine. Man, whatever happens, you need to maintain a routine because it's a psychological fact. You will be more psychological stable, and man, you will start to notice this after maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. You will start to touch this new feeling. You will start to see this and start to make new achievements. Guys, I hope you like this video. Please let me know in the comment section below if you have any feedbacks or comments. That will help me a lot to improve this content. And thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.